The third income level is roughly $120,000 to $150,000. This is the level most people think they want, but very few people actually use it correctly. At this income, all needs are covered. Most wants are affordable. Time becomes more valuable than money. Your problem is no longer, can I afford this? It becomes, is this worth my time and energy? That's a massive shift. Here's what most people don't realize. This level isn't about stuff. It's about optionality. You can walk away from bad jobs, say no to toxic clients, take career risks, invest aggressively, buy time back. Money becomes a tool, not a concern. Because they never switch from earning mode to control mode, many high earners still feel trapped. They upgrade everything: bigger house, expensive cars, private schools, status spending, and suddenly $150,000 feels tight. That's not an income problem, that's a structure problem. At this level, the focus should be a high savings rate of 30% or more, asset accumulation, passive income streams, and flexibility over flash. The goal is freedom, not appearances. Here's the truth no one tells you. Life doesn't get easier because you make more money. It gets easier because you cross thresholds where money stops dominating your thinking. And those thresholds are closer than you think if you focus on the right things. Look, wherever you are right now, this isn't a judgment, it's a map. And once you see the map, you stop feeling lost. You stop comparing yourself to people at completely different stages. You stop chasing random income numbers, and you start moving intentionally. If this helped you understand where you are and where you're headed, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want more honest conversations
The first
about
income
money
level
that
is roughly
actually
$40,000 to
improve your life.
$55,000
And remember,
for a single
you
person.
don't need to be rich.
This is the
You
first
just need to
income
reach
level
the
where
next
life
level
gets
and
noticeably
then protect
easier.
it.
Not
I'll see
exciting,
you in the next
not
one.
luxurious, but easier. Below this level, money is purely defensive. Your brain is constantly asking, can I afford this? What if something breaks? What bill can I delay? Psychologists call this scarcity mindset. When resources are tight, your brain literally narrows its focus. You make shorter-term decisions, you avoid risk, you default to survival mode. And this isn't a personality flaw, it's biology. Studies from Princeton show that financial scarcity can reduce cognitive capacity by the equivalent of losing 10 to 13 IQ points. That's insane. It's not that you're bad with money, it's that money stress hijacks your brain. Once you cross into the low to mid-40s, depending on location, three things usually happen. All fixed bills are covered without juggling: rent, utilities, groceries, insurance. You stop overdrafting. No more pending charges anxiety. No more refreshing your bank app. Emergencies become annoying, not catastrophic. A $600 car repair is still frustrating, but it doesn't send you into panic. Here's what most people don't realize. At this level, stress doesn't disappear, but it stops compounding. You're no longer stacking stress on top of stress, and that mental breathing room is everything. If you're near this range, your goal is not investing or side hustles. Your goal is stable housing costs, predictable bills, and a $1,000 emergency buffer. That's it. Do not overcomplicate this stage. The second income level is roughly $70,000 to $85,000. This is where things get really interesting, because this is the level where money stops being your primary emotional stressor. Let's use real numbers. Say you earn $75,000. After taxes, maybe you take home about $4,600 per month. Your fixed expenses might look like this: rent, $1,400, utilities and phone, $300, groceries, $500, transportation, $400, insurance and miscellaneous, $300. That's about $2,900. That leaves $1,700 of margin. Margin is the magic word, because margin is where choice lives. Comfort doesn't mean fancy. Comfort means you don't stress about normal spending. You can say yes without checking your balance. You save automatically. You plan months ahead. You're no longer reacting to money, you're directing it. Here's the hidden benefit of this level. Your identity starts to shift. You stop thinking, I hope nothing goes wrong, and start thinking, if something goes wrong, I'll handle it. That confidence bleeds into career decisions, relationships, health choices, and long-term planning. Now, you might be thinking, if this level is so good, why do people still feel dissatisfied? Because lifestyle creep sneaks in. Better apartment, nicer car,
Let me
more
describe a
subscriptions,
situation,
more
and
eating
I
out,
want you to be
and
brutally
suddenly
honest with
margin
yourself for a
disappears.
second.
If you're
You're
here,
not broke,
automate
broke.
investing
You're paying your
first.
bills.
Cap
You're not choosing
lifestyle
between
inflation.
rent and
Build
food,
6 months
but
of
every
expenses.
single month
Focus on
feels like
skill
this
income
weird
growth, not
balancing act.
consumption.
You
This
check
level
your bank
is where
app
wealth
before ordering
starts,
food.
but only
You
if you
hesitate
protect
before
it.
buying clothes that aren't on sale. You tell yourself, next month I'll finally start saving, and then something always comes up. Your car needs repairs, a birthday gift, a random medical bill, or just life. And it's not that you're irresponsible, it's that money still controls your decisions. Here's the frustrating part. From the outside, people think you're doing fine, but inside, you still feel one problem away from stress. If that's you, this video is going to hit uncomfortably close to home, because today we're talking about the 3 income levels where life doesn't become perfect, but it does become noticeably easier. And no, the answers are not what most people think. My name is Zach, and I spent way too much time thinking about money, income, and why people with decent salaries still feel stuck. If you're someone who works hard, earns okay money, but still feels like financial peace is always just out of reach, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, this isn't about flexing income numbers. This is about how money actually changes your life psychologically and mathematically at specific points. Because here's what most people don't realize. Income doesn't improve life in a straight line. It improves it in steps. And most people are trapped below the first step longer than they need to be. Here's the thing. Most people believe that more money automatically equals less stress. But if that were true, everyone making 6 figures would be calm, confident, and financially secure. They're not. According to data from the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of households earning over $100,000 still report difficulty covering a $400 emergency. That should make you pause, because it means income alone doesn't create ease. What creates ease is crossing specific thresholds where money stops being reactive and starts being proactive. So let's break those thresholds down.